Now, over 2,000 lives have been lost in road accidents from January to September 2021. This is according to the Motor Transport and Traffic Directorate of the Ghana Police Service. The crashes involved some 20,000 vehicles, leaving over 11,000 persons injured. Director of Operations at the Police MTTD, Superintendent Dr. Sasu Mensah, describes the numbers as staggering and worrying. He was speaking at the ongoing consultative forum on road traffic crashes and review of the road traffic regulations. Let's take you live for some excerpts of that forum, which is still ongoing.
You will never find him. You will tell him that come to office to come and look for me. So there must be a way to check the license there and give it back to you. Well, I think that my own position on this matter is that it's as simple as that. You must read the technology. That will enable the policeman check the license and give it back to you. If it is not genuine, then the consequences, you bear it. Yeah. I have said something that even if you pass the law today, the implementation will take about 6 months or 1 year, or maybe 2. So in the meantime, you go by the old system until such a time that, but you must give us, you see, if we don't give ourselves time, if we don't force ourselves, you will never change. GVLA say they have the device. Now they are integrating it with the police. They are piloting it now. DVLA is now piloting it now. If any policeman who has the system stops you, he will just cross-check and find out that this number is with DVLA or not. So why can't you check with Lances? So we should be able to do it. But you must challenge ourselves, give ourselves time. Not that we pass the law and go and put it on our shelves as has been all been in this country. No. There must be a way to implement this particular thing. I will not bring everybody into this room to just come and make law and go and put it on a shelf. No, it will not happen.
Hello. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Yes, please, my question is there a possibility where, without carrying your driver's license, a driver can go and if you have a scanned copy of it or a picture of it, it can be verified and be used? Because mostly when the police seizes your license, it takes a very long period to retrieve it. So if there's any other means of changing that, where you can, instead of giving them your license, you can give them a copy or another means, something different than they taking it and not giving it back to you until further notice. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hello? Can you hear me? You see, we want improvement in our system. We don't want to go back as usual. Give people discretion and opportunities to misbehave. The point is, government must also be up and doing. We should put in place a system to enable the police check the license there and give it back to the person. That is what I'm saying. And I'm saying that DVLA is now piloting the program. When we pass the law today, it's not going to, the implementation will not be done tomorrow. We need to give ourselves time. That's what I'm looking at. I thought that you were going to say, oh, maybe if we are able to pass the law in 6 months' time, we should do full implementation. Because this thing, we have done it over and over and over, and it's not helping us. I'm saying that you must put in place a system to enable us to check the license there and give it back to the person. I don't see the reason why if you are going to your farm, you leave your cutlass in the house, and you said that you put your cutlass on the paper, measure, you draw it. You go, somebody meets you on the road. You say that this is the cutlass I have, but this is a prototype. I have left the cutlass now. Put your lances in your wallet. The police, let's make it in such a way that they will not take it away from you. Let's put in place a system to check the license there and give it back to you. And that's the way that I would prefer that we go, rather than give you the discretion to go and draw your license in the paper, on the paper, give it to the policeman, who also take it and say, come and meet me with this. Put your license in your wallet. Let's bring a law, let's bring the technology that will enable the police to check it there and give it to you. Yes.
At the previous forum, the police said that they are going to discard the 24-hour ultimatum. They will instantly seize the car if we couldn't produce the what is called the license. And we on the commercial are asking if there are passengers in the car, what happens to the passengers? All right, but I'm saying in the previous meeting, the police said that if the driver did not produce the license immediately, he is not going to allow him that 24 hours because they are going to discuss the 24-hour ultimatum. And we on the commercial side are asking that, for instance, if there are passengers in the car, what happens to them if he seizes the car? Because that was what he said at the previous forum.
I wasn't there. My understanding is that police is not above. The police is not above the law. As it is now, the law says that 24 hours. Is that not what the law says? And the law does not say 24 hours. What does the law say? I want to know. Okay. Okay.
There is a caveat. The law has not said 24 hours. It said may. May normally is discretionary. It depends on what the police officer at that point thinks, whether it is feasible or not feasible. So the law does not explicitly say that it is 24 hours. But with the issue of licensing in relation to enforcement, what we have realized is that normally when we go to the routes, everybody who is driving on our routes, when the law says that if you are a driver and you are driving on our routes, the police has the power to stop you and ask you of your driver's license. And you are supposed to produce it immediately. But normally when it's practicality, when we go to, everybody will say that my license is at home. My license is, you go on a Sunday and go and do road checks. Those who you see doesn't allow them to drive a vehicle. They will say, we ask them, they say my license is at home. This one you say that it's very obvious that the person has no driver's license, but the person is making flimsy excuses that license, but my license is in the house. That is the problems we are facing as a police institution, as an enforcement institution. So we think that we should deal with the problem now. Not, for instance, if you acquire a visa and you are traveling outside, they ask you of your license. You say that your license is at home. Your passport, you say is at home, or you are photocopying your passport, or you put your passport on your mobile phone. Is it acceptable? Is that thing acceptable? How would? So that is why we think it should go. You should have the opportunity to produce it immediately, so that we can check incidences where people are saying where people don't have driver's license, but yet they are saying their license is at home.
Yeah.
I'm very happy. Said, when now, but why so ya the police don't trust the drivers. The drivers don't trust the police. The only means we can do to solve this problem is use technology, which is where any rocket science is done all over the world. America, UK, everywhere, even South Africa. I went to South Africa, the guy who was driving it, the police just stopped him. He just parked. Let me see your license. Give it to you. He pulled his phone from his pocket. Just papa. He said, go. DVLA has started it. The law as it is now, the police are interpreting, they say, May, you and the two of us, The only thing we can do is to go to court and go and challenge the word "may," how it can be interpreted. But we have an opportunity today to change that law. Let us not give discretion to anybody. The mistrust is not allowing to give to anybody. So let's bring in a law and challenge ourselves that the police must have technology. Why are you worried? You are saying that the police must have a technology. Take your license there, check your license, and give it back to you. If it doesn't have the technology, it does not have the power to take your license away.